Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today I'm going to be doing a product review for Cooserry. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on the notification bell for future videos. So here I just did an infill of my nails using Builder Gel. And today we're going to be covering them with the Cooserry Dip Powder Kit. I'm going to be showing you step by step how to use this kit. It's fairly affordable and very easy to use. So here I'm going to be putting on a layer of the number 1 base coat, followed by sprinkling of the dip powder. I personally prefer to pour the powder onto the nail as opposed to dipping the pot in the nail, just so that we keep any bumps or ledges from forming. So this is the nice pale shade color. Again, it doesn't come with the color name, it comes with the number at the bottom of the pot. And these pots are small, however, these pots go a long way. You're only putting a sheet of powder every time you apply. I think in reality you would probably need more of the bottles than you would need the pots. But I'm taking my brush here and I'm just wiping off the excess. It does come with a brush, but I wanted to use my brush to just wipe off the base color and then use their brush to do the ombre. Today, you guys, I'm going to show you how to do ombres with dip powder. It's not a formal way of doing it, it's just a way that I do it. So I put that layer of base coat. I have, I'm putting on the 2 layers. This is the second layer now with the background. And this is just to make sure we get a nice solid cover of the background color on this nail. So now the next pot that I have is a glitter. I'm so interested to try this glitter out. I love glitters, and I do have a similar glitter in a different brand, but I want to see how this one works. So I'm going to put on a layer of the base coat again. This would be the 3rd time. You don't want to exceed 3 times because the nails will end up looking muddy. But I'm going to be taking the gold glitter and I'm going to slightly smudge it onto the lower part of this nail. This is pretty translucent, so I'm going to dip the tip into the pot a little bit, and then I'm going to gradually pull some of this glitter towards the middle of the nail, creating that ombre look. And I tried to pair up, you guys, the 8 colors that it comes with to where you can see the difference between the 2 colors. These 2 were the last of the bunch. I already paired up the other 3 pairs. So I thought that there would be a nice drastic difference between the glitter and the pale shade there, but it didn't. You can still, well, at least I can still see the gradient of the glitter go up the nail, but through the video camera it's not that strong. So I'm going to move on to the next nails and we're going to follow the same technique. This soft pink is very super cute in shade. And the fact that it's a dip powder, it feels very nice putting onto your nail. I was pretty shocked about it. I'm not a fan of with pinks, but this was a nice color. I liked it a lot. You can definitely use it in a lot of designs. So now again, I'm dipping the tip into the pot for the darker shade, and I'm just going to use their brush to I guess buff it up the nail, and we're applying the background color on top just to make it look more like an ombre. And I'll tell you, I'm really glad that it came with the brush. It's so super nice and fluffy and soft. and it's, I think, a great brush to use in this application because I'm trying to kind of buff the nail, buff the color up the nail like an eyeshadow. And this black was just so super dark. I didn't want to do the same thing as I did with the other nails by dipping the tip first. I wanted to do this buffing ombre up the nail and see how I liked it, and I really did. It goes great against the gray background here, so I kept it as is, and moving on to the next nail. So here I'm applying the white background, fairly simple enough. Then I'm going to be ombreing this really super pretty lilac. I love this shade. I've used this shade in my wedding. It's just such a pretty shade of purple in my opinion. So after I do that, it's always good to try doing it this way first before you dip the tip into the nail, because I want to see how bold the pigment it is in the dip powder. So as you see here on the purple, it's not that strong of a color. So I'm just going to put some of this base coat over it and dip a little bit of that tip to get that starting color. And I'm going to use the brush to feather up the nail so that it creates that ombre. And that's pretty it. That's how simple it is. Yes, you can pour the background color on top just to smooth out that ombre a little bit more. But yeah, that's fairly simple. So for this last nail, I wanted to use that glitter again because it came out so really pretty. And I wanted to see it on a larger surface. And see, that was just one layer, and it's already popping in gold. So I'm just going to do it again, and I think I'm going to leave this at 2 layers, but it looks super, super pretty. I love the glitter. So here I'm applying a layer of the number 2 bottle activator. This is part of the steps to apply dip powder. This is going to harden up the nails underneath. You're going to want to air dry this for 60 seconds. So meanwhile, I'm just going to show you guys what it came with as well. We have a portable drill, you guys. I have my own drill. I don't really go much anywhere, but I'm definitely going to be taking this with me if I ever go on a trip and want to do my nails. This is very nice and compact, and I love it. I thought, you know, this Cooserry is international, so I was a bit concerned about what kind of plug I was getting, but I realized it doesn't come with a plug, it just comes with the USB cord, which means you can plug it anywhere. It has a dial for speed, and then it has the little button for forward and reverse. So I thought that was pretty cool. Didn't know how that was gonna work because when I did the unboxing, it looked like too small to have anything on there other than maybe an on or off button. So I'm really glad it comes with an adjustable speed and forward and reverse. It also comes with a bit. I'm sure you could buy other bits that they carry on their website. You should go check that out. In the description box below, there's a link to their website, and there's an automatic 20% off. Or I think I also included a code number, so you can use that. But I want to show you guys how loud this motor is. So I was curious to see. Some motors go nuts and it's super loud, some aren't. So you're gonna hear right now how loud this motor is. Now I want you to mind I Love Lucy. It's playing in the background, and that's what I usually watch, or at least right now what I'm watching while I'm doing my nails. But yeah, like I said, it comes with a speed adjuster and a reverse and forward, so I'm just gonna do that for you guys right now, and you're gonna be able to hear the different sounds that it's going to be making. And it's not that loud too, so that's great, you know. And again, it's portable, So on the go, I'm gonna be taking this and do my nails on the road, and I'll always be on point with my nails, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, I traveled once with my nail stuff. I do not like taking my nail stuff with me, but I brought my lamp and everything, and I needed like a suitcase for a very small trip, and it wasn't fun. So for the next step, you're going to want to again use the number 2 bottle and apply a thin coat of this activator. And this is the second time that we're doing this. We're going to put it onto each nail, and then we're going to let it air dry for 60 seconds. And just note that in between the first layer and this layer, I did do some filing and buffing just to smooth out the nail. In between these 2 layers, you want to take the opportunity to file and buff, and then wash your hands with soap and water, dry them up before you do this step, just so that everything looks clean and nice, because we're nearing the end of this process. The next steps are going to be the top coat, and it's going to seal everything in there. So we're gonna end up seeing what this is like, but so far so good. This kit has pretty much everything you need to do a set, and on top of that, it is so easy to use, compact to use on the go. I honestly think that this is a great beginner kit. And mind you, like, I don't really use dip. I have done it a few times in the past. It's something that I've said where it's just too cumbersome if you have to buy all these pots. The pots that I had before are just so large. I mean, if I started with this set, their pots are not that big, which is so much better to store for myself. So I would definitely get their pots instead, because they're just so much smaller. But yeah, so I'm playing on this top coat. You want to be very light-handed doing it, and what you saw right there, I kept swiping and swiping and swiping. Do not do that, because as you're doing that, you're scraping the activator layer that you just put on, and it's hardening the brush. So already I can see that the brush is getting stiffer, and I can fix that layer and I'll show you how. But it's definitely making it a little harder to apply the top coat on the other nails. But I'm going to be doing this very light and gentle, so I don't touch the activator and it messes up the bristles. So after that dries a bit, I'm going to apply another coat of this top coat, and again, I'm just being light-handed just to make sure I'm not digging into that activator. But here I'm going to show you how I fix it. So this is the number 4 bottle. I'm going to remove the top, and then I'm going to take the top off the number 3 and stick it into the number 4 bottle, close it up and shake it up and loosen up those particles that are in there, making the bristles stick to each other. And then once I do that, I can return the bristles back onto the number 3 bottle and call it a day. So now that we're done with that dip powder process, I wanted to add an extra design on it just to make it look a little extra. But how easy was that, you guys? That was really easy to do and very quick. I mean, this filming was definitely one of the shorter ones compared to the previous videos I've done using any other system other than dip powder. So definitely go and check the description box below. Again, Cooserry is doing 20% off with me, and the kits are already affordable in my opinion, so you're really making a huge savings with this. So I'm just going to complete this design. So I'm just sticking with the shades of color. That's what I like to do as part of my style. So once I do that, I'm gonna move on to the next part of this design, the last part of this design, and I'm going to put on some rhinestones. Now I'm using this top coat to attach the rhinestones, but let me tell you guys, after putting the Cooserry top coat, it is already super shiny. Which helps so much in this process, putting on the rhinestones, because it's already shiny enough. I don't have to worry about what kind of top coat I'm putting because there's already a nice base to work with. Now, not only is the Cooserry top coat super shiny, I'm shocked that compared to another dip powder kit I used, the top coat kind of just fills in the crevices and the bumps that the brushes create, and it left the nail super smooth and super shiny. So I actually was thinking of how I can do this without putting this top coat on there, because I didn't want to ruin the shine that the Cooserry top coat left. And right now, because the activator was so good, I think it dried up the top coat I just put on there. So I'm just gonna put more of it on the nail and quickly put the rhinestone on top of it, because I don't want it to harden again. But I thought that was interesting. But yeah, that activator is meant to harden up whatever it is you got going on in there, and I didn't think it would apply to the top coat, this top coat here, but it did. So now I'm just going to repeat this process with the rest of the nails, and then we're going to put some cuticle oil and I'll show you the end result. And now I'm putting on the cuticle oil. I need to make my skin match up with these nails because they're super, super glossy. And so I'm just going to rub this in. I've let the top coat dry. And here's the end result. Look at this, you guys. It was so easy to do, but it looks so complicated. The colors are just so pretty and bold. I love that glitter dip powder. But again, look in the description box below. I have the links to Cooserry. You can go check out their dip powder kit, but they have so much more, along with a 20% discount that they're offering right now. So this is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And join me again next time. I can't mention what it is, but I've got some more goodies for you guys. Thanks. Bye.